wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Jets. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26. Yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's go, D.
On 1st down, Swift call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Swift. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go. 10 logo. Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Spot. Protein spill. No. Check.
On 3rd and short, this is Janovich. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
He's coming, double up. He's coming, double up.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Here's Madison. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. They'll run on first down. Swift. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
At the 48-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Right.
2nd and 9 now. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hey, they scared. They scared. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Any day. Check 43.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. I got to say, when they started to run that football, I was thinking, what are you doing? It's 4th and 10, but then I saw the play develop, thought, they're going to get this.
The only thing that went through my head as that play unfolded was a movie line. That just happened. I cannot believe that they ran the ball in that situation, and not only did they run it, they picked up the first down. What a terrific play call, only because it worked. Otherwise, I'd be roasting them right now.
On second down now, Swift. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Wide, get wide. Check 26, check 26.
On third down, Swift. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Throwing on first down. Love. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On second down, Swift. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try the left side. Swift, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey. Keep going, boys, moving. Mike 52, Mike 52.
2nd and 13. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 55 yards. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the Jets' 23-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Cut. Whip. Watch the whip. He's crashing. Blue draw Corker. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. I'm here.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clifford, he's going to... Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gostkowski the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop because you see the net.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2-for-1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Yeah.
To throw on second down. Clifford, and going deep for Hill. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Mike 5-2. Watch the screen. Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Clifford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
This is taken at the 23. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
That's good for a Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Big stop, let's go.
Second and 1. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's third and short.
Third down and 1.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down.
Check three.
Now a give, right side. Swift. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Looking to throw. Love. Man open. It's Goodwin. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On third down, Swift. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. On second down now, Swift able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on third and goal? And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Clifford. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Casey Hayward, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up their routes quickly as well.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On third down, Swift. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. On first down, Swift. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On second down, Swift. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The Jets on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd down and 12. Now a give, right side. Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Clifford. And going deep for Hill. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
And he's going to take it in for a... Will Fuller. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here again is McKinnon. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. 3rd and short, McKinnon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And Allen's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down, Jacksonville.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, Zoo. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Throwing again. Clifford. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyreek Hill. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars get a score closer. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Operating from the gun. Love. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Looking to throw. Clifford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Allen, the intended receiver. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. Early I'm up.